Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be showing you guys this makeup application. Don't forget to like the video, comment any questions down below, and also don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned if you want to see how I got this look. Hi guys, we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial today. I'm going to show you some of my go-to products. This is clean skin, just my skincare routine. My brows are microbladed, so this is no product on them, and I obviously threw some lashes on. The first part didn't film, but I did my Gleam by Melanie body radiance. So this helps moisturize, prime, reduce any redness, and just blur any imperfections. Gives you a super nice glow. So I applied that all over my face and my neck and shoulder area. I like to use my fingers for a lot of the application because the heat from my fingers helps the product apply smoother and wears better throughout the day, in my opinion. I'm going to go back in with my foundation, and I use the Nars Longwear foundation. I use about 2 to 3 pumps of this. It is full coverage. If I'm going out or I'm going to be taking pictures, I do want like a better finish, so I will go back in a second time with my beauty blender and add more foundation to like my cheek area, which is where I need the most coverage. Don't forget to like get your hairline, around your nose, around your lips, and then always transfer some of the makeup down to your neck so you don't have that harsh line. Go back in with a little bit more foundation and just focus it in my cheek area, which is where I have a lot of the scarring and need more coverage. I didn't really blend it out too well yet because I knew that I was going to go back in with the beauty blender. So I just use an extra pump of the foundation and I'm just going to work it in. So your beauty blender, make sure that it's always damp so that you get the best application. Make sure that you are washing before or right after you use it, so it's not, the makeup is not sitting on there. You don't want bacteria to grow on it. After you wash it, make sure it dries 100%. Otherwise, it is prone to mold, and you don't want that on your face. With the beauty blender, I get into all the little places that my fingers really wouldn't be able to and just blend out. So make sure you get your hairline really well. And then, like I said, make sure to always go past below your jawline as well, because you don't want that harsh demarcation. So I like to just kind of dabble it on like this to get some coverage, and then I stretch it down like this. I'm going to go in with some highlight. This is the Trestique mini highlight stick. And I'm going to focus it on the highest parts of my face. This one, as I will also just blend it in with my fingers. See how much more like glowy that is? So I feel that layering a cream-based product and then applying a powder on top will give you much better results. If you want like a more natural look, then you can just get away with doing cream-based. I have a pretty oily face, and I don't feel that the cream-based products affects that or makes it worse, because like I said, I do layer a powder over it. So now that my highlight is on, I'm going to go in and do my concealer. I don't really use it to like contour too much. I mainly just use it to cover my dark circles. Using the Huda Beauty High Coverage Creamy Concealer. Normally I would also apply this with my fingers, but this applicator helps to like reduce any puffiness, and it's really cold, so it just helps with that. So I like to apply it mainly like right under my eye, and then just kind of lift it out a little bit so it gives my eyes a little bit of a lift. If you want it more for like contour purposes, then you would create more of like a V. So I use my beauty blender for this as well. Sometimes I use my fingers, but under my eye I feel like it does crease a lot, so the beauty blender allows me to get in there better and just have a better application. Make sure that you get like in the corners and kind of stretch it out so it's not like you have concealer and it just stops there. You want to make sure that it's all blending in to all of the products that you have on your face. I'm going to set it really quickly before I move on. Normally I use the Laura Mercier brightening under eye powder. Right now I'm using the Stellar Cosmic Face Powder, and it's like a little trial size, so I just put it into the palm of my hand, and then I dip my beauty blender in there. This will help set the concealer and also add a little bit of a brightening effect. With the same powder, I'm going to go back in and apply it to the parts of my face that usually get oily, so I do want like a glowy, dewy look, but not like, I don't want to look oily, you know? So just right here on my nose, around my chin, and I'm really just getting the places that I won't be applying powder on anymore. Next, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Tantour bronzing cream in the shade Light. And like I said, I do have acne scars here, so I felt like if I would just go directly into my powder bronzer without a cream base, as I'm applying it, even though I was being super gentle, I would be wiping off my foundation, and then those acne scars would be exposed. So I started using this like less than a year ago, and it has helped a lot with coverage. I just dabble my beauty blender directly into it. And as long as you're like being careful to, like, the concealer was on this side, now the bronzer is on this side, you can use the beauty blender for everything. So for this one, you want to follow like your cheekbone. For me, I can kind of see the line there, and then I know where to drag it. If you want like a super defined look, you can bring it all the way down and kind of meet at your lip line, but I just drag it about halfway because, again, I'm going to go back in and apply the powder bronzer. I do a pinching motion to my beauty blender so it applies more in like a little line versus just spreading out everywhere with the round of the beauty blender. If this gets too thick or too white or whatever, I can use a beauty blender from the other sides to just help blend out the lines. Get it like up on my forehead area to just give me more of a bronzed look. The tip of my nose right here. So for my highlight, this is one of my favorites. It's the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow highlighting powder. Look at how pretty that is. Nice and golden. And then just very lightly, I apply it here. You don't want to have like a harsh line of where you applied it. So I just brush back and forth very, very lightly and just build that coverage. I like to apply it in like a C. So I start here because that's where I want the most product, and then I like lightly work it up. So my whole like side profile is nice and shimmery. Now I'm going to do my powder bronzer. So I'm using Fenty Beauty. So I like my bronzers to be more on like the orangey side. I don't like them to be too ashy because I want to always look tan and like very like vibrant. And I prefer matte bronzers over shimmery bronzers. You're going to apply in that same form. So follow that line that you have from your cheekbone or the line that you created previously with your cream bronzer. And always with all of your products, you want to start where you want the most coverage. So if I start here, it's going to look a little bit crazy having so much bronzer here, and I'm not going to be able to blend it out. So I start up here, and then that way I can kind of work it in. I like to do a little bit of like a bounce application. You want to make sure that you're like feathering everything nicely and not putting in like harsh amounts of products, because then you won't be able to blend it out. My face is pretty much done, and now I just need to go in and refine my brows a little. So I'm using the Patrick Ta shaping wax in clear. It's literally just a puck of wax, and you have to spray like some type of like misting water for your face. So the water's on there, and then you just take your little spoolie. You can use a disposable one. I think he sells one too, but I didn't buy it. And it just creates this like coating on your brush. You just apply the wax. I applied in an upward motion just so I can comb them through, because my hair does grow down, so I just kind of need to tame them a little bit. So I comb in an upward motion, and I don't really love the feathery look, so I still go back in and kind of put them back into the shape. So they're nice and defined, polished. You can see my brow shape a lot better, but they're not like super crazy, like hairy looking, which, I mean, people like it, but it's not for me. So I do have lip balm on that I'm gonna wipe off. I like to always put lip balm on before my makeup application. That way when I do go in with lipstick, my lips are nice and hydrated and not looking crusty. That way my lip product will apply on smoother. So I just wipe that off. Sometimes I leave it on, but especially if you have a matte product, you want to make sure you take it off, otherwise it won't dry matte. Just gonna finish with the Limecrime matte lipstick in Shroom. So I usually just start with just applying it everywhere. You just rub your lips together, the lipstick will hug your natural lip shape better. So if you don't like that super defined outline look, just doing this will be enough. But I want to define my lips because I didn't put lip liner on today. I don't overline my lips, I just follow the shape. When you are lining your lips though, make sure that you get this little curve down here. A lot of people just curve kind of what you can see, and then that right there is like super sloppy. All right, I think we're all done. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? No. So that is kind of like my go-to look. Not every day. I don't even wear makeup on a daily basis at all. I wear makeup if I'm like going out to dinner or if I'm going out with friends or something like that. But yeah, it's super like bronzy, nice and glowy. I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions about any of the products I used, my application, why I used different things or why I applied it in a certain way, make sure to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you again for watching and supporting me.